these finals here. Remember, there's going to be two finals, right? Two versions. Final version 1, final version 2. Now, this is going to be 30% of your grade. That's what the final is, the way it is in the syllabus, right? 30% of your grade. That final, like I said, will cover implicit, related rates, sketch, optimization, integral. That's pretty much it. Four 4.4, yes. Well, max and min is kind of in the sketching, right? I mean, that's kind of why I don't need to go back and test it. And then when I get to optimization, I could give you a problem that it's on a closed interval, so you have to employ the closed interval method. So there's no need to give you like, okay, find the max of this function. It's built into the other problems. That's it for the 30% test. I can't imagine it would be more than probably for each of these, like one implicit problem, one related rate problem, one sketching problem, one optimization problem, maybe about 3 integral problems. Pardon me? Am I going to do what? I can't hear you. What? Oh, Newton. Y'all want Newton? Y'all want Newton, right? Newton's pretty easy, right? Yeah, Newton. How about we just do the whole final, just one Newton problem? Yeah, Newton's, that's really mechanical. That's why I leave it off usually. It's not in my head because it's not something that we normally test, but if you want it, I'll put it on there. It can probably help you out a little bit. Now, one thing I will say about the related rates problem, I'll probably, choose from 2. So I'll give you 2, you pick 1. Same with sketch, same with optimization. So that way I give you 2, and if for some reason it's just like you freak out when you see anything that has to do with the sphere, maybe the other one that has triangles in it will be better or something. I don't know, right? No, I know that you want that, but here's the deal. The way I see it is this. Whenever I give you 2 to choose from, it's to help you. It's to help you, right? So it's not to. I don't even know how to explain it. It's not designed for bonus. If that were the case, I would tell you do just this related rate, and then I'd offer a bonus separately. The fact that you have 2 problems to choose from is beneficial to you. Yeah, I mean that's the bonus, is the fact that you get to choose. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay, as far as weight, I would say I haven't really thought too much about this. 20, 40, 60. I'd probably say 20, 20, 20. That's 60% of the test right there. And the other 3 would be the rest. Probably more like 15 here, and then the rest of it here. with these two. How much is left? 5, 10, like that, something like that? Does that add up? 30? Where am I? I still need 10 points? Okay, so the highest you can score is a 90. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're asking me a lot of detail here. I mean, that 60% of the test is right there. That's what I'll say. 60% of it's there. How the other part's going to break up, I'm not sure yet. But, you know, that implicit question, when I say implicit, you should be prepared to come in here and find the equation of a tangent line. I give you an equation that has x's and y's mixed up, and I say find the equation of the tangent line at this point. So that means you have to find the derivative, you have to, figure out the slope at that point, plug it all back in. Implicit doesn't just mean like find y prime. What's that? I don't know. I mean, rocket. Yeah. I'm not going to pull, a rabbit out on you and just like go crazy. I'll try and keep it, within reason. To me, when it comes to related rates, with basic problem, there's usually triangles. Things like spheres, things growing like that, circles. I mean, the easiest would be like rectangles and circles. And then you get to spheres. Yeah, related rates. I like the one with the cone, something being poured into. I like those problems. Sketching. I mean, those can get nasty, those problems right there. So I'll probably keep it pretty reasonable. Polynomial or rational function. Maybe a square root in there. I think one of your homeworks was a square root. So I haven't even talked about for version 2 yet. Yeah. Well, if you take version 2, then what it does is this. Remember, the way that this class was broken up, it was 30% was quizzes, 20 was exam 1, 20 was exam 2, right? Oops. And then 30 was the final, right? Right? The way that I'll do it, if you do version 2, the final, instead of being 30, will be 40% of your grade. And what will happen is I will pick which exam is lower for you and make it only 10% as opposed to 20. Now, version 2 is going to be different because version 2 can include anything. It'll be this with material from exam 1 and exam 2 also. Yeah. So now, I mean, the weights are all different. Usually what I do is this. I mean, usually everyone gets the same test when you walk in. So everyone will get this. And then when the people who want to do version 2 finish that, they come up to me and I look at it. And if it's even worth it, we hand you the next version, the rest of the problems. Because if you did a certain level on this part, that may dictate whether or not it's worth the time for you to spend another hour and a half, 2 hours on the other stuff. It may not make a difference. So I'll look at it first. But the option is there. That part first, then the other part. Yep. That everyone has to do it that way. Everyone's taking version 1. Yep. and then handing it in, and people who were taking the option to, you're basically saying, I want this to count as 40%, give me the extra problems now. Yeah. That kind of makes sense? Let's see, we've had one on each test, right? No, on the last one we did, right? Yeah, you can have a cheat sheet. I don't mind. You already have one from the last test, right? Okay. So you can reuse that one or make a whole new one. It's up to you. But still only one. And then, of course, all those formulas. Yes, I mean, remember the last test I curved 20 points. So I thought about dropping like 2 quizzes or something like that, or 3 quizzes, but because I curved the last test 20 points, and I just gave you another 100 on a quiz just now, I think it's probably just going to be 1. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind updating all the quiz stuff right now, but you'll have to wait if you want to know. Is there anything in particular that you want me to start going over? I mean, I stopped class at the point I did because I wanted to be able to answer any questions about the final and talk about any topic off the final and not run out of time. So is there anything that you have any concerns about, or something off of the... I know some of us, like you took the test and then you look back and you're like trying to figure out what you did wrong. Is there anything that you still are confused about that you want me to go over off of anything? If not, I have a couple of old tests here. I'm willing to talk a little bit about these. Sure. Yeah. One point? I have to make it 1? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, the common things: related rates, optimization. It's the confidence that you have to get where you can get to the get through the problem. It's a process. I mean, all these problems: related rates, sketching, optimization. They're all processes, and there's little intricate details in each one. So I think a lot of you are mechanically okay. I mean, you can take derivatives and that stuff, but it's the higher level thinking is what I want to test on. Related rates. Okay, let me give you one. I don't even think we ever did a problem like this. We have a oh, by the way, if you feel like you're ready for the test and you want to take off, you can. I'm not going to hold you back. Just be aware that if you do leave and I say something to the rest of the class, like, I don't know, I'm not even saying I'm going to say anything. I'm just saying if for some reason I'm just sitting here, I go, oh yeah, one time I did this and la la la, and I wind up asking that on a bonus question, you don't know, you can watch the video of whatever you would miss in the next half hour. That's on you, okay? But you're free to go if you feel comfortable. You're not going to hurt my feelings. No, I'm saying right now. Like if you leave, I'm saying if you'd like to leave, you can. I'm going to go over some problems, but if you'd like to leave, you can. But if when you walk out, I tell everyone this deep secret about calculus that, you know, and then on the test you're like, what? I didn't know that. That would be on you. The secret. Okay, so you have a barn and you have a river. This barn is, let's say, 100 feet long. And you're going to try and build